Hey boys and girls, it's Jeff, the Common Sense Camper. Alright, I've had several requests on how to explain how do you fire the Ruger LCR revolver accurately. I've had a lot of people say they've rented them, they've bought one, and they cannot hit the broadside of the barn. I will tell you this is not a firearm that you're going to pick up at the range, or you bought one, or if you're renting one, and walk into the booth and shoot like Annie Oakley. It's not going to happen. You need to practice with this firearm. It took me probably 250, 300 rounds through the firearm to finally grasp and understand how this really works and how to be deadly accurate with it. You can be deadly accurate with this up to 25, some guys even 30 feet, and get 3 to 4 inch groupings with it. You can do it with this firearm if you do everything I'm explaining to you. First thing has been safety check. There's nothing in there. First thing is your grip. Alright, 2 on, pinky's on the bottom. The hoe grip is really nice because my pinky kind of stays in place. It doesn't tend to slide off. So there's your right hand. I'm a right-handed shooter. Thumb forward. You're going to take your left hand and grip it just as you would a semi-automatic firearm. There is no reason whatsoever to change your grip on a revolver as you would on a semi-automatic weapon. There's no reason to have your thumb here. There's no reason to have your thumb here or over the top. Or I've even seen guys do this. I've seen people shoot it holding their wrist. Don't do that. Shoot it just the way you would a semi-automatic firearm. Okay, the sights, you're going to line up just as you would any typical firearm. Flush on the top, equal gap from left to right. Now, this is where most people fail with this firearm. This is a double action trigger. And for those of you that don't understand what that means, it has 2 stages to the trigger. You see a little pin right here. That pin's going to disappear on the first stage, and it's going to pop up. That's your first stage. And then fire. You must get used to and practice a double action trigger. You cannot take this firearm out and start pulling the trigger. You will miss. I've seen guys do that and they haven't even hit the target. You have to work and master the double action part of this firearm. Now here's what I do. I line up my sights, I take my breath in, let out a little bit. I go to the first stage. You'll feel and hear the click. Even when people are shooting around you, you'll feel that first stage. Now, I do a very slight adjustment with my sights, because what I've found is when I pull to that first stage, I might move the firearm just slightly. Now, I do know guys that have perfected this firearm and perfected double action triggers, and they don't have to do a sight adjustment at all, but that's just me. So I take my breath in, go to the first stage, slight adjustment, fire. First stage, fire. First stage, fire. First stage, fire. You need to do that slowly at first until you master it. Once you have mastered it, it comes second nature. You're able to do it very quickly, very rapidly, and you'll find that you're going to be very accurate with this firearm. Again, you cannot just start pulling off rounds. It's not going to work. You must have excellent finger control with this firearm. What you will find is if you practice that and you do it exactly the way I told you, you will be amazed at how deadly accurate you are with this firearm. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Give it a try. Practice with it. If after a couple hundred rounds you can't get used to the double action trigger, then go to a different firearm. You know, firearms are very specific to the individual, and there are some people that even after firing this couple hundred rounds say, I don't like it. I don't like that double action trigger. Then go to a semi-auto with a single pull. It's that simple. But I love this firearm. It's very lightweight, 13.5 ounces unloaded, and I love the hoe grips. And it's very small. It's very easy to conceal. You know, you can put it in a pocket holster. And keep in mind, these are jeans, which usually those are, you know, some of your smallest pockets on a pair of pants. Very concealable. It just looks like I've got a wallet or maybe a phone in there. Inside the waistband carry is even, you know, more concealable. I mean, you can get that down in there. You don't even know you're carrying it. I also have. I usually don't use this for inside the waistband. I don't really like those holsters, but that's just my personal preference. I prefer a Kydex inside the waistband holster for that. But try it out. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Like I said, you practice with it, you can become deadly accurate with that Ruger. Thanks a lot. This is Jeff with the Common Sense Camper, camping out.